Peace, this is your guy Jamarco. You're now tuning into Soul Shed TV, and this is the Artist Highlight Series, and we're going to be featuring the beautiful and talented Miss Katarra. And we're going to be getting into some music, y'all, so go ahead and get prepared for the ride. All right, so Katarra, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, where you're from, what do you do?
I am a musician, singer-songwriter. I produce, aspiring fashion designer. I love to create and make shit, but those are my main things. I am from here. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised. West Side.
West Side. Okay. North Side. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the North Side. Man, so I've gotten the chance to hear you around town, to see you play, and I have to say that you're one of the most dynamic performers that I've seen, not only in St. Louis, but just period. And to see what you do is pretty refreshing. You tend to cross all different kinds of genres, like jazz, soul, rock, hip hop. Where do those influences come from, and who are the artists that you're influenced by?
Man, I like to say I'm stuck in the past musically. I've gotten more open and just more hip to a lot of modern day artists, but I'm heavily influenced by Jimi Hendrix, Uriah Heep, that 60s rock as well as 70s rock and anything from the 70s really. Jazz, funk, post-disco definitely.
Oh, okay.
Specifically post-disco music. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. A lot of people influence me, but that niche of music, all genres from the 70s, like late 70s, early 80s, are a huge influence on me.
Mm-hmm. So okay. So that's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot.
I ain't even get all the artists.
There's a lot of different worlds. We see you sing and you play the piano. Are there any other instruments that you play?
I played clarinet in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of rough, but I'm gonna pick it back up so I can transition to sax.
Okay.
I'm trying to And
okay.
then I slightly I don't play the guitar, but I make songs on the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I take it, lay it down like a piano, and manipulate the strings to play chords when I strum it. So I make songs off of that.
Do you think it's easier to learn different instruments because your foundation is in piano?
I guess so, but I can't really. I think me playing the piano helps me open up more as a musician. But I definitely had to say my curiosity is what led me to being self-taught on the piano, picking up the clarinet and learning how to play classically via clarinet. So I think it's just my curiosity to just make sounds, make as many just luxurious sounds as I possibly can. And the sounds that I have in my head, in order to, make them a reality, I attempt on other instruments to bring it to life. I can't wait around for somebody else to do it for me. So that's real.
I feel that. We in 2019. You ain't gotta wait for nobody to do something.
Yes.
You can learn whatever you want to learn, and then just go on and apply. So I feel that.
Yes.
But it is good to have a team. Do you have a management team? Are you signed with anything?
I am on in the collective Farfetch.
Mm-hmm.
They help me as far as marketing or learning about myself as an artist. Kind of being a home to artists around St. Louis. I'm excited to see what happens, but other than that, I kind of have been just doing a lot of stuff by myself. As many shows as I possibly can, and then the opportunities it was like a domino effect of things. So I would get one opportunity, clown at that show, then get invited to another show, and then so on and so forth. But trying to find my team, trying to be aligned with my team, like I'm hoping that, you know, people that can actually come and help me take action on this shit. I don't know if I can curse. I curse a lot, yeah.
Shit, damn, motherfucker. Hey.
But yeah, like I'm just trying to like find my tribe of people that can help me like get my shit out to the world, basically.
Okay, so you said you're part of a collective. How do you feel that you fit into like the St. Louis music scene just as an artist and trying to get out and about and get acquainted with other artists?
Man, so first of all, I'm extremely introverted. Like I'm kind of someone that's in their own inner world. Like I'm trying to get over that, trying to be more about socializing and networking. But I do that when I can. Sometimes I feel like I fit in, sometimes I feel like I don't, if that makes any sense. Just because I do cover a lot of genres, particularly, like 1 minute I want to produce, next minute I want to be making ballads and shit. Like it's like it's no limitations for me musically. So when I find other people that do that, like the people that I know, it's amazing, and I cling on to those people because it's hard to find these days.
Yeah, you gotta finding your tribe is important.
Yeah.
It really is. You talked about being in your own world. Escapism is like a really big theme in your music. Can you recall the first song or artist that like just took you away?
Ooh, Lord.
And took you into that feeling?
It's specific people that not only give me chills, but they literally, when I hear their music, like it's transcendent. Like I literally am taken somewhere else. Michael fucking Jackson, definitely. Stevie Wonder takes me places emotionally. Also, Coldplay. Coldplay is crazy. Like early Coldplay.
Coldplay gets a lot of
yeah, they were. Days. Oh yeah, I don't know about now, but no offense, y'all. But early Coldplay, like they would literally them in the fray. Like I used to be very emo. Like
I think everybody went through that kind of phase.
Oh yeah. Like and definitely classical music. Claude Debussy. That's one of my hugest influence musically because it's luxurious, it's emotional, it's cathartic, but then at the same time it's escapism. So I'm really big into that.
Yeah. So do you feel like there's always going to be a theme within your music, or as you get more settled into being in front of people and exercising, not being so introverted, that it's going to be something that kind of, I don't know, grows with you, or something that you may grow out of?
It's weird because when I'm performing, when I'm on stage in front of people, like I'm kind of not a different person, like not trying to say like, oh, the real me comes out, but it's like I take people on a journey with me. Like when I'm up there on stage, it's like, well, I'm already up here, I'm already vulnerable, I might as well go all the way the fuck out and like make these people feel exactly what I felt when I first wrote the song. So like escapism is probably never gonna leave because just me making music, I'm always big on just bringing people on a journey with me, bringing people to something beyond this reality. That's always been a big thing for me. So I feel like I'll grow with it. I definitely feel like I'll be able to like evoke more escapism, like with incorporating strings and different instruments. Like I'm ready to take motherfuckers like out of this universe type shit.
Okay, so this is when you see yourself with the whole big orchestra on stage.
Yes.
Okay, I can see it.
Oh
I
God,
can see
yes.
it. So, if you can, tell me about the Phoenix.
Phoenix, whew. The Phoenix basically is somebody who originally started off with just being afraid of their selves, being afraid of their true power. That person is me. For the longest, I had years and years of anxiety, very, very bad social anxiety to a point to when I would try to perform in front of people, my hands would be shaking, my voice would be shaky. I couldn't even, I'm not the same person I was like even 3 years ago. And I feel like the more just joining like lyrical therapy and going to open mics and performing more, it's kind of like as time went by, the more performances I did, the more I got out of my shell, the more I got over that anxiety, the more I realized that I was affecting people. Like people would be crying in the audience and I would be crying while I performed. And it's like when I realized how powerful that shit was, it was like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm meant to do. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what I'm here for. So it's time for me to stop being afraid and step into that fucking power. And the Phoenix is just, see, I'm getting emotional already. I'm extremely sensitive, y'all. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. Just becoming the Phoenix, rising up out of the ashes of my old self. Regardless of what society says, because being an artist, like you walking down a path that not a lot of people choose, it's outside of the norm. And then the type of music that I make is in its own path itself within the music community. So it's like I had to become that Phoenix. I had to rise and become the person I'm destined to be so I can get this music out here.
Do you feel like there's a specific moment to where you're gonna be like, I'm here, I'm there?
Man, I don't know exactly like what it will like entail. Like I don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be at a show or some award ceremony, but I feel it coming. I feel like I'm gonna know right then in that moment, like, oh shit, like, yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Okay. So I know that you've been involved in doing social activism with various organizations. Is there any specific mission or like task that you have in mind, just as an artist yourself, that you want to, at the end of this song, I want like this to be done? Like if there is something that people can put on your musical gravestone, what do you feel like you would want that to be?
Like just the journey that I've been going through the past year, has just been about healing myself. And I realized that through my music, like I'm literally trying to heal people out here. Like I'm trying to make music that allows people to feel something again, that allows people to be vulnerable again, that takes people somewhere else beyond reality and lets them know like it's so much more in this world than like what we limit ourselves to. And that's a real huge thing for me. My mission is to just heal and touch as many people as I possibly can with my music. To touch people the way that the people that I look up to touch me. Like these people have changed my life. And I feel like music is like one of those things that every human being can resonate with. Every human being can relate to each other through music. And it's like beyond, color, religion, any of that. And I feel like I can use music kind of to brainwash people into loving themselves and to loving each other. Like, and if I like put out music that's catchy and that evokes emotion, that captures people's hearts, like that's going to allow them to go on and do the same thing for other people in some kind of weird way. But I feel like people know what I'm talking about. It's a big allegorical thing with music. Music is universal. And I feel like one of the true ways to bring people together, to stop this bullshit that's going on in the world, to have people sit down and sit with themselves and truly fucking heal, like music is one of the best components in that. So, not to be all deep, but that's like my life mission. Real talk.
Okay. Well, I feel like you're definitely well on your way. Your music is, like I said before, it's something that I've never personally heard before. The way that you just move through different genres, your energy on stage, your charisma, it's like, goddamn. You know, you're
I don't even
talking
know who
about,
that is. I'm just-
yeah, you're talking about love in a way that feels like, you know, they say back in the day or things like it feels like love and music from back in the day. You're writing songs that are really touching people, you know, and I think you'll accomplish what you need and set out to accomplish as an artist. So, you feel like playing music for us today?
Sure.
All right, what you gonna play
I know
for
that
us
didn't
today?
sound convincing. I guess I'll do the Phoenix song. It's a single I got coming out. I just did a video to it. This guy right here starred in it. Yeah, I do that song. I'm feeling that song.
All right. Well, I thank you guys. This is Katarra. I'm Jamarco. And this is Associate TV. My mind is all fuzzy. She messing me up with the notes. It sounds beautiful. This is Phoenix. And you can follow her on social media at Katarra Music. And we'll see you.
That was dope.